Hello, hello. Welcome in to the South Park Phone Story Weekly Update for week 16. Took a week off last week. It was a release at work, and I accidentally shaved my mustache with one lower than I wanted to, so it's pretty much all gone. It's more there, but the light makes it look like there's like half an inch sitting there, but not half an inch, quarter of an inch. Anyway, so I kind of trimmed up everywhere to make up for it because I'm getting a haircut soon. I like to keep the beard trim when I get my haircut, or else I look fucking goofy as shit. But right now my hair is so long. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. And my bitch is like busy for 2 months. COVID is kicking our asses when it comes to getting our haircuts, man. It's like people stop cutting hair or something. It's like, what the fuck's going on? It's like a helmet. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. I mean, I'm impressed with how well it stays out of my fucking face, though. Like, it just like stays up here. As long as I just kind of go like this a bunch. Otherwise, if I like bring it down and I can look like high school Glanzer, although it'll look different and weird because, hold on, I'll go off camera for a bit. It'll look a little weird because my hair is shorter on the sides and longer on the top, which doesn't bode well for this. But you got to remember that I would always wear, you know, that's actually not terrible because it still kind of does a little bit of a swoopy thing. But I was like, I can't get it to stay over here. There you go. Look at that shit. It never looked like this. It never looked like this. But it did. I did used to have it down and it would like go over my eyes and shit. It's hard to do that now because it's so trained to go upward. Dude, look at me. But then this stuff would be longer over here, so it would like lay down more over here. And then I'd always wear a hat. Damn, I don't have a hat. I'd always wear a hat so it would like get this little flip. You know what I mean? Like when you wear the hat, it would poof like this. So I'd wear the hat and then it would go like this. And there'd just be like the front hanging out, like TJ from Recess, you know what I'm talking about? And then without the hat, it would look all fucking goofy. But then all you gotta do is just run your hands through it a few times, and then it looks just like Jimmy Neutron did before. It's perfect. It's perfect. Ugh, I hate it though. It's so heavy and thick, and it's so fucking hot. Out of nowhere, it goes from like snowing to 70 degrees. Anyway, welcome in, Fried Bow. Welcome in, Pegs a Lot, KC. How you doing, man? I feel like it's been a while. Resmaster, what's up? Wait. You guys should check out my last video on YouTube, because Resmaster's in it. What's up, Rusty? What's up, Hillbilly? Cappy and Pegs. Bacon. Who else is around? Black Star's back. Welcome in. Wow. Oh, have you spent your $20 yet, Black Star? Or where are you spending? Outcast, what's up, buddy? Bro, Outcast, I think one of my boys beat you this week, right? Tough matchup. Kirk, what's up, man? I feel like it's been a while. Kirk, how you doing? Meow Bark. Bacon. Matt, what's up, buddy? Matt Hecht.
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
You're right. I don't really care how to say his last name. You're right. Arkansas guy, what's up? Tattooed Reaper, what's up, everybody? I fucking love that one. That's my new favorite for sure. If I'm ever pissed off, if I'm ever salty, do the cat pog, dude. Devil Dog beat you, that's right. But Devil Dog lost to somebody else because he played Call Girl, or not Call Girl, a City Walk guy. He tried to be too cheeky, and he led with rats into City Walk guy and blew up the bar, but then like lost heavily on the counter push. Can't cash it, fucking third world country. What? Fuck, are you for real? All right, here's what we're gonna do. Do they have Amazon where you live? Because I can get you a $20 Amazon gift card. That's probably global. Probably work a little better, and then you can use that to buy what you would need probably. But, and then I can just, you're the only one I sent the codes to, so I can just send those codes to somebody else later. You can't change Amazon for different countries. What? Wait. What? That doesn't make any sense. What do? There's gotta be something. Hold on, let me think. PayPal? I could just PayPal you a fat 20. I got like $1,000 in my PayPal account right now. Boo! You can't use U.S. Amazon gift cards on Amazon Japan. What? Okay, Blackstar. We'll message you about it later. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Or what we could do is you could just give me your login information and I'll just buy it. I'll just buy you $20 worth of currency. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. South America is socialist trash can. No nice things, dude. No joke. I just had a hell of a time doing a transaction through the website Skrill, Skrill. It's basically like PayPal, but it's like more global kind of, I guess. I don't know how else to put it. It's kind of meant for gamers though. It's kind of you should check it out. Skrill. You should check it out. You can buy Bitcoin and shit on it too. It's weird. But it took me fucking forever to get money into that fucking thing. Like, holy shit, being an American was a real hassle. They're like, are you sure you want to put money? Are you being scammed? I think they thought I was being scammed. I really think they thought I was being scammed. It's like that one time I went to Walmart, and looking back, I did seem kind of fishy, because this was like right when people started wearing masks into Walmart, right? And I go to this self-checkout, and I have, I'll show you what I had. Where did it go? Okay. I had about 10 Apple gift cards, 10 Google gift cards, a couple Steam gift cards. And I had those, and I bought them all at once because I was like, I don't want to buy these separately because it'd be annoying. And this girl comes over, and she's like 20 tops, you know, like she's clearly young. And she starts asking me questions, clearly questions that she just had, like, she was trained to ask these specific questions, because people get scammed like this. I'll explain the scam in a second. But I looked at her, I was so just like in just like the mode of like, nobody talks to each other anymore. Like, everybody's wearing masks, nobody comes up and talks to you anymore. And so she walked up to me and she asked me why I was buying these things, and I was like, I just paused and I was like, what the fuck? In my head I was like, I'm not gonna fucking tell you that. I don't gotta tell you shit, bitch. What are you talking about? And I was just like, oh, I've watched Kit Boga, twitch.tv/KitBoga. I was like, no, I'm not. Started laughing. I was like, I'm not getting scammed. I use them for giveaways. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah. and then I had the Steam ones. This still makes me laugh to this day. I had the Steam ones. And the Steam ones, it's like 10 to 200 or whatever. You have to scan it and then put how much you want on it, and then you pay that much, right? So I had 3 of them because I wanted to have 3 Steam ones in case somebody wanted Steam. And she pulls one and she scans it, and then I had 2 more in my hand. And she does the first one, and then she does like $20, right? Or I think it's $20, yeah. And she just scans that same one 2 more times, and I was like, and she kept going. She kept ringing it up, and I was like, no, that's not gonna work. You have to scan these ones. How does it know how much I put on here? And she's like, oh, you're right. And I was like, dude, if I wasn't paying attention right there, I would have had 2 fucking dud gift cards and one that maybe was worth 60. I don't know how that would have worked, but I was just fucking laughing. I was just like, holy shit. This was the C team out today. But anyway, Blackstar, I digress. Blackstar, we'll figure that out later. Welcome in, everybody. Quad, welcome. Fried Bow, I am the scammer. But no, anyway, the way the scam works is they call it's mostly old people, right? Or just really fucking stupid people. They call them, and basically some premise of like they get a warranty or something like that. They're getting money back. They're getting money back from this company. And so they go, it's like, oh, you have a $200 rebate or something like that. And so they go into their account, and they have like a way to fake, they have like a program that like fakes your bank account numbers. And in some cases they actually do send you the money. Get this, they'll send you $2,000, or they'll make it seem like they sent you $2,000, right? And it'll go into your account, and they'll say, oh shit, we only meant to send you 200. I'm so sorry. Can you please send me back the 1,800, or else I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to get in trouble. And she's like, well, I don't have 1,800. Like, I can't send it back. My bank's not working, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, and they're like, oh, well, here's what you can do. Your bank's closed. Oh, that's fine. You can go to Walmart and you can buy $1,800 worth of Google Play, iTunes, whatever it is, right? And pay us with that. Give us the codes and that'll work. One, what type of self-respecting business would allow that as their retention plan? Like, what? Like, how absolute? I get it if you're old, but if you're under the age of 60 and you fall for this fucking prank or this thing, you shouldn't be, for this scam, you shouldn't just lose your money. Maybe you should lose your life too. Like, maybe Darwinism should take into effect at that point, because how fucking dumb would you have to be to go and buy $2,000 worth of Google Play cards and think, oh man, the IRS really needs this money back from me, man. The IRS really needs this back for me. Because they'll pose as the IRS, they'll pose as Microsoft, they'll pose as all sorts of stuff. But yeah, and so like, old people, you know, you just try to educate your grandparents about stuff like this. But otherwise, now those stores know that that's a way to scam them. So if they see a 70-year-old come in and buy $40,000 worth of Google Play stuff, which honestly, somebody I know, that happened to them. Not them, like it was their aunt or their grandma or something like that, and she ended up buying like 20,000. It was like, I was like, what? Like that happened? I was just flabbergasted. I was just speechless. Just like, somebody actually fell for that? Because I had seen it so many times. Sleight of hand, what's up? But yeah, if you check out Kit Boga on Twitch, dude, he's so funny. He does all this. He's like an improv guy, but he does this like fake grandma voice, calls scammers and fucks with them, tries to keep them online, keep them on the phone for as long as possible and waste their time. And then he'll like, they did that scam where they send the money to him, and instead of sending it back, he gets onto Amazon and buys like a $4,000 like power scooter, because he has like a fake Amazon that will like process for real. He's got all sorts of shit. He has like his computer he's on is a VM, and so they'll come in and like take control of the computer, and they'll see like his desktop will be riddled with shit. They'll open up Google Chrome and it'll have like toolbars down to here, and this is all you can see, and they're like, oh, we got this guy, dude, we're gonna scam the shit out of this guy. This guy doesn't know shit, except the whole VM is booby trapped. So like, you'll go on to the notepad, because they'll put username and password into notepad, and they'll say, here, put in your username and password for us. That's how fucking basic this shit is. That's how fucking basic it is. But if you have 40,000 people doing it, all you need is one person to snag that $20,000 guy, you know what I mean? It's all about like that shotgun shit. But anyway, so he'll like, and so the notepad, like every random variable amount of key presses, instead of hitting that key, it'll backspace. So you'll type password and it'll end up being PASWD, and you'd be like, what the fuck happened? And then you click backspace to backspace, and then you'll double backspace every once in a while. So it's like so fucking infuriating. And he's got all sorts of stuff. It's so, dude, you owe it to yourself to go onto YouTube and see the best of Kit Boga and then catch him live. He's got replays running all the time. I think it's the best. I think it's like the best, like, unique show on Twitch. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody else does what he does. If they do, he definitely does it the best. Anyway, I digress. I fucking love that shit. Eventually you'll find a winner. Yeah, exactly. And if you have, I mean, even if you don't, they probably don't pay the people on the phone, really. Like, it's commission only, probably, or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, he tries that at the end. convince him to quit. Sometimes it goes well and sometimes it does. He has like relationships with some people. He knows specific call centers. He can like recognize the people's voices, and he's like, Vishnu, is that you, motherfucker? And the guys, it's every once in a while somebody will know who he is, and then they'll be trying to waste his time, and it's pretty, man, it's a good old time. And the stuff that he comes up with, and he has like canned stories and stuff, and the chat will like vote for what story to tell, and he'll be like, he'll be the old lady and talk about his nephew or something like that, or the cat or something. And then he's got like a southern guy, and he's got a couple different, he usually sticks with, I think Edna is her name, he usually sticks with the old lady. Anyway, holy shit. This is more of a podcast than an update. Should we even do South Park? Should we just keep talking about... Oh, it's Kit Boga. Let me actually type it out. It's kind of hard to... Kit Boga. Anyway. So, last week. Let's check out last week. I think I have the thing right. Yeah, okay. So, Chef's Elite. I mean, dude, we just had a bad week. I think City Walk guy was the right choice, but we just had people who were trying to just have home run fucking hits with the City Walk guy, and they ended up just getting counter pushed. Just a lot of losses this week. We almost took third place the title wave, but you know, it is what it is. It was an interesting week, and Chef's Elite once again, like the top second. I mean, say what you want, but when half your games are a draw or something like that, you're gonna do pretty well. But I don't know what Illuminati's was. Illuminati, I guess, doesn't have the tracker running, or maybe they have Lucky Penguin hide it or something. I don't know. But if somebody else isn't in their bracket, they're invisible. Which, I mean, I guess maybe is good. I don't really think that's super strategic to know whether or not. I don't know. It's stupid. But anyway, I'm sure they won. But yeah, still, I mean, for how bad we did, we were still top 4, probably top 5, because Illuminati, I'm sure, is above us. So that's it shows that a lot of teams struggled this week. Very, very strange deck. Because you could lose to a team that just got some really good City Walk guy play, even if their rats are level 1, who gives a shit. Level 4, I guess. But Medicinal KFC coming in the top 10, running at 43, but 110 is a pretty good average, and then Chef's Recruits below that. Interesting enough, Chef's Recruits and Chef's Elites scores both went up about the same time. Saturday afternoon. Anyway, leads about 220 or something like that. Illuminati behind by about, what, 15 or so? Can't math today. TMI still, I mean, it's that gap is just ridiculous. What, 1100, my lord. But from there, I mean, the Szechuan sauce seems to be catching up to TMI. Szechuan's been running some really good weeks. Doing quite well. Were they in the top? I can't remember. Yeah, they were third, so they're at 112. They're only running 46. No bracket's safe now. Even if you want to drop to 46, you're not safe. 44 now is where you got to go. But then you're dealing with Medicinal KFC dropping a top 10 average. But Spain Park and French Family still battling it out. This is like the European. This is like the NBA, and then this is like Euro League, and then this is like China. TMI gets penalized every week. Yeah, because they have, I think 41 players is like the beginning of the final tier. So if you have 41 players, you're gonna still lose, or maybe it's 42. I don't remember where the break there is. It's either 41 on or 42 on. But that's where you get, I think it's 15 less if you're gold. So if you get gold first place, instead of getting 100 points, you're getting 85 points. So instead of getting 150 points on a win, you're getting 135 points. It's still quite good. 38 points for a 3-bar win, right? 38 points for a 3-bar win. What are you saying? I'm not sure what you're saying. 38 points for a 3-bar win? No, the way the points work is basically you have 114. It's weird to think about it, but it's basically like you have 114 points. if you win 3 games and take every bar. For every bar you don't take, you lose 1 point. And for every loss, you lose 15 points. And if you lose all 3, then, you know. Ow. Didn't want to get my ass handed to me. Pluses and minuses to that I've matched pegs on before and tied for that. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I don't think if you know the person you're matching up against and you don't want to play them, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But to have like a rule on your team and like kick people out of your chill team, to kick somebody out of your chill team because they didn't draw with your semi-serious team, is, I don't think that's the way to go about it at all. I mean, this week we had somebody from Nambla beat somebody from free to play. Like, we don't play like that unless it's a legitimate, unless it's a relationship between you and that player. Like, obviously, if I would match up against Pegs, I would try to draw with Pegs because I wouldn't want to take a loss from her, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to lose to Pegs. But yeah, I don't know. I just, to have it be like a rule that you enforce, I think is bad. For it to be something, I mean, obviously you can't stop people from drawing if they don't want to. You can't. That's just like deranking. Like, you can't stop people. If I match up against somebody that I know from Nambla and I don't want to play them, you can't force me to do that. But if I want to play him, Nambla isn't gonna fucking tell me to fuck off if I beat it, you know what I mean? Or if I lose to him, you know, like, free play isn't gonna tell him like, oh, you should have drawn, bro, like, you should have drawn. Because at the end of the day, it didn't matter. Like, we didn't lose by 15 points, they didn't win by 15 points, so it doesn't matter either way. Can't force me to play or not play. My body, my choice. My body, my choice. It's my hot body. I'll do what I want. Yeah. And I mean, if you have 6 teams in your coalition and you all queue at once, not that many teams. All right, where are we? Is that the last one? Yeah, okay. So let's check out the games. The games. I wonder how much of what I just said is going to be clipped into a video. Are you guys ready? Oh shit, I gotta change these around. Whoop. Bop. Boop. All right. So this week, pretty good adventure lock week. Having some good luck with the choices recently. Transit on the Coon. Coon slot was the trans target. So whether it was Coon or Slave, he was still the trans target. Now the Rats level 7, New Kid will not deal with them. This was kind of stupid. I should have played it by my New Kid because then it took longer for him to respawn. But at the same time, the sooner he respawns, the sooner my cock magic might be able to fuck him up. But that's what I'm hoping for here, but I don't have it in my hand, so it's kind of iffy, right? Woodland Critters is kind of the moneymaker this week just because it's fun. I mean, obviously Mackie alone with like Kite or something could probably win the game too. But I always try to fuck around when I'm playing and play maybe not the best cards. Like, I try to play Dwarf King Clyde and shit because it's like, it's just clearly not fair, right? Like I said, all I need is Kite and Mackie and it's like GG. Because even if these cards are level 2, plus 74 damage is a lot of fucking damage. So now Kite all of a sudden is kicking ass, 2-shotting these bitches. Almost perfect placement there on the Mackie. And Mackie's still fucking alive. Look at the Wonder Tweak bringing everybody in. I love it. And that shield barely reached the Mackie there on that hit. You kind of forget Super Fart's an option until you get Super Farted in the face. Jimmy, what's up, buddy? The Chomper does a pretty good job of slowing me down. But now we got this guy. Look at that perfect critters play right before I mean, look at this timing. Look at this timing here. Look, look, look. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Mysterion was so close to killing him. That was like, that had to have been one frame away right there. And now we got a plus 89. I mean, he doesn't have any extra health, but he's got plus 89 damage, right? Now we drop the hanky. Hanky panky. We steal the rat. Boom, 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 boom. Now here I actually wanted to take the dog poo, but I think I ended up taking the hanky. Or no, I mean backwards. I wanted to take the hanky that was almost dead, but I took dog poo. I should have used it a little bit earlier, but that works out because hanky's a beast. I feel bad. I feel bad for some of these guys. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I had base level cards. You could beat me. I lost my rats because I forgot about fart. Yeah, you mentioned that. That was in our Team War strats that I wrote up this week, was don't just play rats into a push because you'll just get super farted. Although Chomper's fairly good card to just have. I want to play Dwarf King. Exactly. I want to like use Dwarf King and then use Woodland Critters right after Dwarf King hits, because I think he has an attack boost. So if you could like take that attack boost, you know what I'm saying? I can't remember. We'll try it though. I don't think that was a good choice, but stealing the slave actually pretty damn good here. I wanted to make sure that I didn't accidentally take chaos, because if you do this just right, take that, boom. Now he's plus 22, but it's the health that he got. Look at that beefy critters over there. Beefy crits. We don't even have to play anything. We're rolling through. Just take one of the rats. Oh, we stole the rat right before it got super farted. Tekken plays. We're gonna play. Uh-oh. That's. I wonder if I could have pulled the. He missed. I wonder if I could have pulled the chomper. Does anyone know if you can pull the chomper? I think you can pull. He did hit him again. I think you can pull the staff, right? Woo! Maybe I should have tried. Oh no, I just want to take the bar here. Nice. I think you can. Yeah, I think you can pull like Coop and shit. So you should be able to pull the. I can't believe you missed that twice. So we could pull the Mackie into the. Kill the. Who's attacking Kite right now? There we go. Beautiful. The guy tried so hard. I feel so bad. Look at this though. The Wonder Tweak is gonna do work. Oh man. Dwarf King didn't even get his fucking boost off. How lame. Not even any fun.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure that it wasn't very fun. No, actually playing critters is fun as fuck. It's fun as hell, man. It's so fun if you really get it like perfect, and you get the like honestly it's a little bit of luck too. If you get the lucky timing down with when your ability's available and shit. Now if Slave wouldn't have gone for these cocks, I wouldn't, or this no wait, he didn't. No, yeah. I wouldn't have transmogged the Slave, but he went for him, so I figured why not? The rats will take it because the rats are just too good. Oops. Oops, he says. Wonder if you can pull a bunch together with Twerk and hit the crowd with it. I feel like the damage would like the way that their damage works, it wouldn't stack. Like the guy would have to play a card right on top of the group, because once it hit one, the other one would like trigger the other ones. I think it would be like a what's the word? Look at this Nicole, Michelle. What's her name? Fuck, Nicole, right? Now I wish she was attacking fucking Dwarf King, but he wasn't. But we're looking pretty good here, and that actually worked out pretty well for him. I put him out because I didn't think he'd be able to break the. Oh, don't do it! Oh, I almost fucked it up. There we go. Boom! Now the cocks come out. Protect. That's just so good. Definitely. I think if you're gonna run critters competitively, you're gonna have to be in fantasy, and Leanne plus Slave. Or I guess would be the option. That's gonna probably be the best choice. Oh no. So we could, so don't kill the kite. Use the shield. Oh, I should have waited. I'm stupid. If I would have waited a little bit, I could have blocked it. But we'll just take his... Kite took one hit. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. No! No. No, how dare you. Now, if he would have super farted here, I would have just laughed for a week. Uh-oh. One shot. Boom! Whoops. Twerk. Twerk, tweak, twerk. Boom, 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 boom. Bubba, what's up? What are you doing? What are you doing, little man? Cock magic coming out. We're gonna get a good cock magic here. Dude, you gotta still do it. Look at this. Even with the plus 32 from Mackie, it wasn't enough to one-shot him, so they still got pretty much full damage. Now, if he removes him, this is perfect. So he played right into me. I want to cock magic the Mysterion, but I don't want to lose the bar. So I'm hoping that he'll play something that the Mackie can kind of... Could have transmogged the Mysterion, but it's only level 1, so it's like... It's not really going to bug me that much. Bubby, what are you crying about over there? He's just meowing. Just meow, meow, meow. Put City Walk guy and then use the fucking catapult as a fucking explosion. Oh, you idiot. You missed it. Whiffed it. Oh, this might work. Blow up that fucking... Blow that shit up. Bam. Nice timing. Got the chaos too. Nice. Oh, dude, thanks. He brought all my peeps into range. Oh, shit. One shot. Dude, Hanky's just too good. This is what this is where Super Fart would have been very valuable for him. But I figured, you know, what do I got to lose? Butter's Kiss. What's up with one rat from Catapult getting the Mackie boost? It's classified as a kid for some reason in the code. I don't know. It's only one of them too. That was also in my strategies. Blew up your skeeters too. Yeah, that was the point. That was the point. 37 licks. Yeah, that's my random number. That was Timex. Oh, we took a bar. I didn't even see what happened. What happened? What do we do? Oh, this would be a nice cock magic. Do, 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 do. No, don't run to his. There we go. Nice re-aggro. Don't get it. Don't get it. Oh, shit. Nice. Push him into me. Oh, oh. Bubba, what are you crying about? Get him, get him, get him. Oh. Go, Skeeter. Go, Skeeter. Go, Skeeter, go! Oh, what? That wasn't enough? But look at that perfectly placed plant for the Mysterion to hit. Let's go! Let's go! Alright, next. Definitely not Glanzer. From Chef's Army. What's up, Warhammer? Tattooed. Catapult, catapult, Baker's man. I like this guy's blue helmet though. Blue bucket head. It's like Fume. What I don't understand is that rank 67 36 is technically the highest tier of play in the game. Technically, the legendary arena is the top, right? Obviously, there's a difference between 6,000 and... Wait, is legendary 7,000? No, it's 6,000, isn't it? There's a difference between 6,000 and 9,000, but technically, There's no difference in rewards or anything. As far as like PvP packs and events and shit like that, there's no difference. Polmika. Oh. This guy's playing pretty well though. Pretty slow. He wants me to make a mistake. But unfortunately for him, that doesn't happen. Pow. Now the Mackie is just brutal this week. Our Mosquito is getting healed up. I wanted Kite on the bottom side because I wanted him away from the potential AoE. But he still covers everybody, right? So you don't really need to put Kite on top of your group. People who like play Kite right on their people are like, what's the point? He's got a pretty good AoE. We got to get that explosion. Let's go. Oh no, our thing died. We lose. Oh, look at that. Boom, the Mosquito. Jesus Christ, Kite's so good. Oh, Mosquito. Mosquito, hit another one. Oh shit, he missed. Poor guy. Oh man, everything he's trying is just failing. Rip. I didn't really have a huge level advantage on him either. That's pretty fun. All right, we have 3 real easy games on my main, but then we have one pretty good one on Moody. Otherwise, Moody got her fucking ass kicked. Like, I gotta figure something out with Namblos. I think we gotta just like dead 2 cards every time, because it's just not worth having like spread levels. It's better to just have a couple good level cards and hope that you can win with them, like we do on Adventure Luck. Mosquito. Mackie's always good. Mackie's always good. See, if you can see it's the white rat that gets the boost, if I remember correctly. You'll see it there. See, that white rat is getting that plus 74 from Mackie. Why? I have no idea. It's literally, if you look in the game code, it's classified as a kid. I don't get it. Now, unless like Catapult is like, is there some sort of implication to that? Like Catapult is launching one of the rats that Stan the Great, or one of the rats that Transmog turned into a rat? That's the canon. Nice shield. I should have waited on the shield too, but... Boom! Oh, look at those rats. Perfectly timed. God damn it, I'm good. God damn it, I'm good. Let's roll back the tape. The rats coming perfect on the Catapult. Oh, boop! Bow! And they survive the blast and eat up New Kid and then get blown up. God damn it, that's cool. God damn it, that's cool. You gotta enjoy the little things. Kid Rich, whose name I recognize. Maybe somebody that I know from the stream. But he's 7,800. He should have played, but he didn't. I guess I get a free win. That was high IQ, dude. That was sick. I was like, oh shit, blow him up, blow him up, blow him up. It was maximum dopeness, man. Otherwise, my games were pretty uneventful. What up, Stabberista? Mackie, baby. Mackie Kite is an award-winning combo, man. Good shit. Good shit all around. Catapult's a good slow play. So he's kind of got... I had a terrible starting hand. Like, Mackie lead is not what you want to do. Now we're going to slow play. Okay, this is interesting here. Slave is a risky endeavor, but my motto on removal weeks is, if you're going to play the removal target, act as if when you play it, it will immediately be gone. Like, don't play Slave when you only have 5 energy if it's one of the weeks where Transmog's available, right? You should always be able to deal with whatever you're doing, even if it does get removed. And if you can't, then you can't play that card right there. Now the Chaos should break. Now what broke my Slave? The Hanky? Oh, the Chomper. Okay. I mean, that was a good use of Chomper. I don't know what level that Chomper. That's kind of a waste of caps possibly there. What up, Blunt? But he did deal with him very well. But I get the Cox coming out here. And we're going to just blow them all up. We didn't, or we got the shield. Not we didn't get the shield, but we killed our mosquito, but we got the shield perfectly. Now, if I do this just right. I missed it. I was trying to get it so they'd explode on the bar right when it explodes, and then you can take two at once. But the kite surviving just long enough where the mosquito drops right. I mean, he was 8,000. Pretty fair levels, except for the fact that his slave was level 3. Was that his team's choice? His team also picked Nicole or Michelle or whatever the fuck that girl's name is. Why do I never remember her name? Hanky won. Was that by design? Like, that's so dumb. Dude, Hanky is not useful enough just for his fucking ability. Like, most of the time I hope that there's not somebody out for him to boost, because I'd rather him just start running and gunning instead of doing his stupid fucking animation. But if you think you're gonna win because what, you boost your catapult and your kite and your Randy, like, who are you boosting with Hanky? That's your win. How is that a win condition? What team is this? Soda Sopa Ninjas. That's a decent team, right? But yes, exclamation point raffle if you want a chance to win an entry into the giveaway we're doing on June 20th for an SPPD t-shirt. Check that out. I'm gonna have more details and more information next week, tomorrow. I'm not sure when. But we have the catapult lead, which is pretty much the best lead you can get here. But we're very under-leveled this week on Flustered Cuck 114. Florida Man, welcome in. Could have been his levels. I mean, that's true. Could have just been his off meta or his off theme. Totally. So we're playing a little bit aggressively here, but we're kind of disrespecting him a bit. Not because of his rank or anything like that. Now we got to get rid of that City Walk guy, because otherwise our slave was going to go down to these fucking rats level 2. Now I wasn't giving him that courtesy. Now the catapult, actually we see that plus 46 from that Mackie. Brutal here, and a big part of this bar is that extra 46 damage coming from that rat. We get a little bit of heal from that slave there. Slave's heal doesn't get broken. Does not get broken by the, oh, it did. I thought it didn't get broken by the, it didn't look like it broke the heal. Catapult was hitting New Kid there. Now we're in trouble. I could have City Walk guide and taken the bar there and killed his Randy and killed his Hanky there actually, but I felt like playing defense was more important, because even if I took that, he was still going to take the bar and I was going to take 2 bars, but he might have taken 2 bars after that anyway. Now the Hanky surviving here, real unfortunate that Chaos lost so hard, but our Mysterion is going to be continuously coming back, which is going to be pretty nice. It is level 2, which isn't super useful, but it's not terrible. Now the pot's going to protect us a little bit as long as Randy stays out of New Kid range. He does, and he doesn't play anything to protect the City Walk guy. No, he doesn't. Makes a big mistake. Now we're going to go for broke here. Now you don't want to do it too early. Oh, and we waste it, but we did get a little bit of the hits. But this is one of the reasons when you play City Walk guy, you can't bet the farm on that first combo. Like, I had a plan to defend him based on what was in my hand anyway. And we're going to do all right here, because we're going to try to blow up the swarm to get the, there we go, to take the slave heal, which it looks like we did. Perfect. We're going to slow play here. Nicely done. I don't think that the slave level 5 just isn't super useful. It's just not a big enough jump to really matter that much. Now the Mysterion coming, even though it's level 2 with that extra 46, makes it a little bit more useful. Now the plus 46, that's so funny, that one rat gets 46. And now the Cox coming as well. Imagine if the Cox got boosted by Mackie. Imagine if Mackie boosted everybody, not just kids. Can you imagine that shit? All right, we're gonna try to get this mosquito to get the explosion. Oh, he blew my guy up with his though, but level 3 doesn't have too much damage. See, our City Walk guy is only level 2, so it doesn't do too much damage. So I was kind of hoping that it would do more damage than it did, but we did get his City Walk guy, which is pretty good. If we can kill him, nice. Oh, this is gonna be real interesting. The Chomper doesn't do anything though, and the Cocks are protecting Randy just long enough. The Rat's on the bottom side. Does he have Super Fart or not? Oh no, we're in trouble here. 22 seconds, 21, 20. What is gonna happen? Mysterion coming. Oh boy, oh god, oh crap, oh no. Mysterion with a couple Rats. Can he stop it? Oh no, the Hakey on the bottom side, but can we get there first? Will Hakey beat the Mysterion? No, Mysterion comes in. What a dummy. Better than a draw though, homie, so I feel ya. He went for the win because draws are for the gays. Good one. Those are fun. Sea Urchin, welcome. Warhammer, welcome. Bacon or Bust took a connection loss right off the bat. Lost 8,500, came back for the next 3. Nice, man. Good for you. Could have been his levels. Yeah, I read that. All right, so that's last week. Last week is in the dust. This week, oh fuck. You know what I forgot to do? Forgot to get the deck. Hold on. Give me half a second. But yeah, going forward to the next week. So about the t-shirt giveaway. So the t-shirt giveaway, we're doing a giveaway every stream pretty much until June 20th. So right now we're streaming Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But we'll also have other ways to do giveaways, like, you know, follow me on Twitter or Instagram or shit like that. All sorts of random things that you might have, that you might be able to do that, you know, it's not money or anything like that. It's just, you know, supporting me in various ways. All right, so the deck is sitting right here. This one, I have it actually, the system worked out pretty well, so like this actually won't take that long. But then also, if any subs during stream counts as one giveaway entry as well. And so after every stream, I'm keeping track and writing them all down. And then I'll do some sort of fun way to pick. Maybe I'll figure out a way to have Bubby pick. Oh man, that's a great idea. I'll write everything on a piece of paper and have Bubby like take a shit on it or something. I'm just kidding. But seriously, the cat shits all the time. All the time. Anyway, the deck is here. See, but it's a little bit off kilter. All right. So, this week we have a little bit of Monica in my life. Cats love me. Y'all are gonna lose. You don't get to put your perfume on it, Pegs. What are you talking about? Let me get my little. I'm fixing my hair. My hair is a fucking night. Why do you guys hang out with me? If you saw me with this hair in public, would you like get me committed? What is going on up there? Well, that was pretty cool. Fucking Goku over here. Kamehameha! Ah! Fucking nailed it. Seriously though, that little part right there is pissing me off. Right here. Stop it. Fucking out. It's from my headset at work. Oh, that's what it is. Sucking dicks. All right. Bop, bop, bop. Look at this. Yellow. All right. So this week we have a combination of neutral, obviously, and sci-fi superhero. Doesn't look like there's anything else in the mix. No, it looks like pretty traditional. You know that I'm fairly used to the sci-fi superhero, so I'm liking the looks of this deck. And actually, if you make it a certain way, it looks a lot like decks that I have run. When you pick, you know, Santa, Gizmo, Man Bear Crunch. I don't really run drone, but the Marcus is definitely out of my alley. Mackey's in there. I run this. I run the monkey sometimes. We got Space Pilot as an option? No? Okay, spells. Just these two, those two. Okay, I like to get a feel for what other stuff. Okay. Mind Control versus Lava. If you've watched this before, I think I am vehemently against lava in any situation. I don't think it ever brings enough value in Team Wars. The only reason that lava works in ladder is because your new kid's busting them up while lava's out there. Otherwise, it's just not good enough. Especially, I mean, it's just not good enough. Not good enough. But mind control, this week you could mind control an array of things. You could mind control the Marcus and end up winning with your enemy's Marcus. You could mind control an enemy Santa and steal his ability. You could mind control an enemy Kite and steal their ability. That would actually win you a push. Mind control the Osimo, steal the freeze. There's a bunch of different options. Mind control the hanky mid and have him shoved back in his face. A lot of different options this week. So mind control. Also mind control, you don't have to upgrade it at all. Level 4 is just fine. You don't really need an extended mind control timer. Although every second counts. So like if you have extra caps, that's an option. But obviously it's not a priority at all. It's mostly just for that initial steal of the... This week, it's the initial steal of the ability, whether it's Mecha ability, Mintberry Crunch ability, Marcus ability, whatever it might be. Santa versus Osimo. I like the Santa... Man, that Enforcer... It was a good job for them picking Enforcer. Really throws a wrench in things. Which one's more useful if they're power binded? Stat-wise, probably Osimo if you run BHK, because Osimo attacks quite a bit faster, so if he gets BHK stacks, he could actually still be impactful even if he's not freezing anybody. He could at least kill the Enforcer faster. Santa could potentially knock the Enforcer back and make that last longer. But the potential of the Santa with, you know, double Mecha, double Marcus, the last time we had Santa Marcus, I won in practice games by using my level 6 Marcus and Santa. I never crossed past his half court. I never got past half court, but I won. Like level 14 new kid with a max 5 Marcus is brutal damage. But you could also maybe shield that with the Kite if you're good enough. Having Marcus actually makes Mecha have potential high value, because you can't really stop like if the cards play out right, you can't really stop Mecha from mind controlling your Marcus and using his ability, right? I think Mecha's too useful this week. Mintberry Crunch is good, but a lot of people won't have him leveled very high in comparison to Mecha. And Mecha does quite a bit better at lower levels than Mintberry Crunch, especially Mintberry Crunch, where there's quite a few things that actually can kill him. The visitors will make quick work of him. Kite and BHK deal with them fairly. They can attack him and they're cheap. That's kind of the idea. Drone can be played right on top of him and can't be hit by the ability, so it can kill him pretty easily. Mecha himself, if he gets the ability, I think there's a lot to take the Mintberry Crunch ability away and make it not that useful. Like you could play Marcus in the corner and take the Mintberry Crunch hit and it wouldn't really matter. You're still going to get one Marcus off. Or you could just give up the 4-ass monkey, still get the splash damage on people. Might work, but yeah, I think Mecha's probably the choice. So because of that, I think I'd probably want to go Osimo, just because I think Osimo is a little bit more useful without his ability. Although Santa's first charge comes before Enforcer could be anywhere near him. So I think Santa's going to get his value no matter what, even if Enforcer's out there. So you got to go with Santa. The potential combos from the Santa are just too good. Double Marcus, double Mintberry Crunch, double Kite. Kite can get his ability while the ability's going, so you can have like 6 seconds of continuous heal. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. BHK versus Kite. Kite is just so good in Team Wars. If you can shield the New Kid Blast, that's like pretty much GG. Like it's so hard to come back from that if New Kid doesn't help wipe. Visitors are clearly the choice here. Even if you have them lower level, they do a hell of a lot of damage. Mysterion versus Gizmo. Y'all know I love Gizmo. But there is quite a bit that deals with Gizmo. One, Mecha is a fairly good counter. There's no direct removal for Mecha, so if the enemy plays Gizmo at you, play Mecha behind your new kid and use the mind control ability and steal one Gizmo's ability, and you'll wipe out the push because you'll kill the one will spawn, and then they'll kill another one. So it's very, very useful. So, but Mysterion, there's nothing to remove him. But I feel like these matchups are gonna be done quick. Like, I don't know if Mysterion will be able to get the value. Because you guys know I can beat you with Gizmo. I can take all 3 bars with 1 Gizmo if I time it right. I can't do that with Mysterion. Like, this deck is run and gun. I mean, the only thing, like, there's 3 4s and 1 5, and then the rest is 3. Like, in a 2, probably because Enforcer. Like, that's a cheap deck. This is gonna, yeah, I don't think Mysterion's gonna be worth it. And even then, like, there's so much that can deal with him sort of while dealing with other stuff, you know? 4S Monkey could deal with them, Rats can deal with them, Mackie can deal with them on defense with New Kid Blast. If Kite's in your push, when Mysterion spawns, you can just use Kite to defend against his damage, and then, you know, it kind of neutralizes his impact. So yeah, I think Gizmo, the potential from Gizmo, I think is too high. And even if it's just you play Gizmo and then they have to use Enforcer on the Gizmo, they still kill the Enforcer, and then your Osimo plus Marcus plus Mecha are safe to, and plus Kite are safe to fuck shit up without Enforcer as a threat at all. Yeah, I like the Gizmo play. Hanky versus Professor Chaos. Now that's an interesting choice. I love the Hanky. But there's a lot of epics in this fucking deck, and you're gonna have to upgrade Mecha or Mintberry Crunch. So having a little bit of cap savage from the Professor Chaos, who you could probably get away with being a level 4. You really want him to be able to kill the Gizmos and the Rats. He's also helps a little bit on like the Kite, the drone, stuff like that. He can reach back and hit the Mecha if the Mecha's about to die. Like Poison plus Professor Chaos kills Mecha, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, Professor Chaos is going to be the choice. If not, just another way to deal with the potential Gizmo, which I'm more threatened by the Gizmo than the Mysterion, because you could also really defend this week. There's no removal spells, so you could really defend easily this week with Kite, Osimo, visitors behind your new kid. It's going to be very difficult to take a bar if the enemy already took a bar and they're just trying to win by 1 bar, you know what I mean? Unless you can chip away with Marcus, but I think Drone might be the choice this week. Monkey versus Rats. I think the Rats are kind of a liability because they just give value to lava, they give value to poison, they give value to BHK if he gets the last hits, and there's Professor Chaos to kill him. Visitors deal with him very easily. Mackie and New Kid deals with him very easily, so I don't think... Yeah, plus you have Mackie for defense, exactly. So yeah, it's gonna be hard to take bars this week. It's gonna be definitely a counter push and just hope that they can't defend your push. You don't really want to... And you want to counter push and get your fucking Kite out. And then you'll win. That's the goal. But yeah, I think there's just too much to deal with the Rats. And even though, I mean, the Rats save you some caps because of the common, but if you don't run Mysterion, you'll probably be all right. And 4S Monkey doesn't have to be leveled super high. 4 is fine. 5's fine, probably. You don't have to go to 6. Poison or Chomper? Chomper can deal with the visitors in a pinch, which isn't bad. Can potentially deal with the Gizmos. But the poison potential on some dummy who plays BHK next to visitors, or just poisoning... I don't think poison's going to kill Kite, but you can poison Kite and the visitors and like do decent damage. But you want to be careful. You don't want to poison a push that Kite can shield the poison damage from, right? So there's potential misplay there too. But I think for the most part, people understand how to use poison. So, although I've seen losses on our team strictly from someone playing just a terrible poison. Now we have Mackie. Yeah, I'm using a different filter, so there's more red in my eyes probably. There's no real spell or anything. I'm not worried about people using lava or poison really. I guess it prevents mecha mind control. But why would you want to play a unit, especially if you run kite, why would you want to run a unit that's not going to be shielded by your kite? And Mackie's just so fucking good. I don't even know, why am I even debating this? Mackie's clearly the choice. Enforcer's got to be the choice this week. Even if you go Mintberry Crunch and you want to boost the Mosquito, it's not really that impactful. So the Enforcer being able to stop all this shit is very, very, very worth it. Enforcer plus Visitors deals with a lot of the issues here, you know, like potential kite problems, gizmo problems, even stopping Marcus from the second one, which could potentially save you the bar. Oh yeah, that too. It's crazy. You look like you think I'm getting fat, and then I shave my beard, and it's like, hey, you know, he's still pretty trim. Mecha, I think Mecha is the choice. Mintberry Crunch, I just don't see a whole lot. I mean, killing the Visitors might be nice, but I don't see a whole lot that the Mintberry Crunch could do that the Mecha couldn't do. And I would prefer Mecha's long range and more health this week, because Poison could potentially kill a lower level in Mintberry Crunch, depending on levels. Poison's not really gonna hurt Mecha there that much. And Mecha, the ability to steal the Santa, the Marcus, steal the Mysterion and get him away from you. Like there's so, steal, like you have Mecha out and they mind control, and you just steal him back with mind control. Easy. I mean, the amount of people that like mind control or use Alien Queen Red while I have Shaman Token out is just like, people don't know what the fuck they're doing half the time. And then Marcus versus, I think having Marcus in your deck is a liability. I honestly truly think that. And I think with the enemy having mind control and mecha at their disposal, I think you have the potential to lose a game to your own fucking Marcus. So, and Drone is one of the few really good counters to Mintberry Crunch, where you can kind of lay them, and Mintberry Crunch has to, you know, walk into it and eventually will probably die to it, or force them to play more range cards, which you can then take advantage of. But I don't hate the Marcus. You can win games with the Marcus, but I think the Drone, and the Drone's better. Like the Drone can help with the kite, because kite might be a problem. If you play Drone and then Visitors behind that, that's good damage. That's good damage. Quick damage, easy. Kite will go down real quick. You'll be good to go. And it's quite a bit. Like if you get Drone 4, don't have to probably do 5. 4 is probably good. Yeah, this week I don't think we're gonna see much variation. Definitely, I hope we don't see any fucking lavas. This one, probably gonna see more Santas, I think. But I think Osimo, now Santa's the choice. Santa's the choice. Santa's the choice. The freeze just isn't good enough, and you're never gonna get the second one off. You're only gonna get the first one. Visitors are gonna just eat that bitch for lunch, and the only way that this slot gets any value is if Santa gets that first free ability off, because you can't stop him from getting that first ability off. It's impossible. Probably gonna only see Kite. Definitely only Visitors. Probably only Professor Chaos, but I could see people running like a full-on Santa Marcus hanky, but I feel like that's such a like, if I play Enforcer right, I beat you. You know what I mean? Like I just shit on your whole strategy in this slot. Like you just lost a slot basically. But obviously Hanky's a beast. But Professor Chaos attacks really quick. I think he first hits the gizmos, which is good. Could potentially kill the gizmos. So pretty good option. And he attacks quick. Also could potentially kill the rats, which is good. We'll probably see, honestly, because of Chaos and like Poison and stuff, we'll probably see more 4-Ass Monkey, but we'll probably see some rats. We'll probably see mostly Poison because of the Visitors. Definitely only Enforcer. Definitely only Mackie. And then this one's a toss-up. And then probably more Mechas, but probably a decent amount of Mintberry Crunches too. Probably, I bet you Dire Tide would go Mintberry Crunch because they have a lot of people that have like fucking 5 and 6. most other teams will go mecha, but I wouldn't. I can almost bet that Dire Tide will take my Berry Crunch. Like, I'd put like $100 on it. All right, what's next? New keyboard. My fingers don't know it yet. Oh, okay. Sounds like an excuse. Sounds like an excuse. My hair, dude, it's fucking crazy. How does it even do that? People pay good money to style their hair like this, and mine just naturally does this. Very coiffed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then I can like. I don't like that. I like it to like go over my ears. It seriously looks so bad from behind though. Like the side profile, like back here, it's just like. What up, Savage? All right, well that's all I care about there. You know what? I was thinking, what if I put that there and then I do this, and then oh, there we go, and then it hides with that. There you go, perfect. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Why didn't I think of that earlier? All right, let's look at the weekly update. Man, we're already at an hour. I got some goth kids to fucking kill around here. All right, we are gonna keep playing South Park. We are gonna do the giveaway for the entry for the T-shirt. We're gonna do that in June, so try to get as many entries as you can. There's no cap for entries, so you can keep winning as many times as you need to. So this week we have a new card being unveiled and some shenanigans afoot. We have Castle Defender, which is a 5-cost totem, cat tower, whatever you wanna call that. Called the Castle Defender for fantasy. I believe that's rare, right? But it's got like 4. God damn it! I hate you. How dare you? It's got 4 range, probably. I think I don't know the exact range, but it seemed like 4 in that video. You guys can check out YouTube if you want to see other videos. But looks pretty good, and it's when it dies, it spawns a Crusader. Now when you play it, it's just like a normal tower. It'll slowly lose health, so you can't just play it behind your nuke and it'll be there forever. It'll slowly lose health, just about the same as how long Coop is out there. But when it dies, it spawns a Crusader, which actually has a decent amount of health. At 500, at rank 7, it's like 1600 or something like that. At level 7, the card's overall health is about 3800 total from both. So obviously the health of the tower like doesn't necessarily translate into damage that you have to do to it, because it's like slowly going down a little bit at a time. But yeah, Outcast, like he said, 228 damage at max 6 is pretty fucking good, and it attacks fairly quickly. It's not like super fast, but it's like for 228 you'd probably expect a little slower, but it's quite quick. Plays castle, set Sam, Mackie, etc., so they stay behind New Kid Profit. Well, I don't think that'll happen. You walk through totems. You walk through staff. You walk through Coop. Coop doesn't body block. The only way you can body block is with Zen, so I don't think that's gonna happen. But what is gonna happen is just like I cannot think of any drawback to leading with this card at the beginning of the game, because the only bad time would be if the enemy plays staff. Like if you play this and then they play staff, you're kind of in a bad position. But if they play staff and you wait it out and then you play this, they're forced to play a card into you. And even if they play a tank behind their new kid, that's 5 energy that you can just sit there and do nothing. And when your guy dies, you get a tank behind your new kid, probably, or next to your new kid or whatever. That is now like that's a decent play, is to lead with a tank like that, right? So that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. And not to mention the Crusader will be boosted by Mackie when he gets spawned. So even if he's got not a lot of health, he'll get boosted pretty heavily. I mean, that's pretty fucking good. That's pretty fucking good. And it's like the slow play of it, like where you can play 5 energy and delay that tank. Like that's a perfect thing to play with Ninju. That's a perfect thing to play with cards like that. I'm quite staff, then castle, then Zen. Oh, that's annoying. Well, I would say staff into castle into like hanky mid or something like that. Like force them to do something that will play into your castle so that your castle can, you know, get value before it turns into the Crusader. But yeah, I mean, very interesting card. I'm excited that they're making totems, like actual castles. I'd love to see, I mean, obviously, I don't want to say obviously because it is Red Links, but I hope they're listening. A freeze tower for, or like a slowing tower maybe for, freeze tower is pretty fucking strong. But a freeze tower for sci-fi, slow tower, maybe hits them and slows them down. I think that would be pretty good. Adventure, I could see like while it's out, while the staff is out, adventure units get an attack boost or something like that. You know what I mean? Like something that just boosts them in general. Maybe like a Bradley boost while it's out, but it like dies fairly quickly, you know? It's like a spell almost, but it's like, it's something I could lightning bolt or something, you know, to prevent it from going off. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting. Or what if, I'd love to see, I want to see a card that like turns you berserk mode, but then like after it's done, you die. So if you don't get value from it, it's wasted. But yeah, pretty good. I mean, I don't know why this guy has 4 energy. I don't know what that really means. Doesn't really mean much. What's up? Teach me how, Dougie. Damage mitigation. That could be interesting. In Mystic, you play the, as long as the staff's out, you get slightly, well, I think a healing staff would be good for Mystic. You play it and it's kind of like regen, but then it's just like regen. So what's the point? Like, why not just Powerbind Tower? While it's out, all abilities are stopped. That's pretty interesting. Kind of like Youth Pastor Craig, but for card abilities. I don't hate that. Bolt Tower that just randomly hits people. I mean, that's just an immobile garrison kind of shit. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the idea of like casting a spell that already exists on a timer or something like that. I don't like that idea. That's lame. But Powerbind Tower, where like if it's out, it's everything's power binded. That makes a little more sense. I think that would be cool. Because yeah, charge cards are kind of a problem. There's not a, like if you have a deck full of charge cards, unless you're going up against sci-fi, you know, you're not gonna. It's hard to deal with all that stuff. And inherently, the charge cards in these games are quite strong, with respect for like program stands. Wonder if Castle can be ninjued. I don't think so. I don't think so. If it'll act the exact same as Coop and Staff, so there won't be any difference, I don't think. And I don't think they'll get. I don't think they'll get the Mackie buff. I could be wrong in that. I would like it to get the Mackie buff because that's fucking dope, but I don't think they will, just because it is a totem, you know. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I hope it gets it. I don't think they're gonna get ninjued. Don't think ninja will work. But anyway, so we have that'll be the battle pass, is this card there, and then that'll be an event Friday through Monday again. So they'll probably have a guaranteed track to quite a few of them at the that final pack at 80 or whatever it is. But it looks like you'll be able to play it with a pretty decent deck. All these options here are pretty good. Now, I was thinking that War Hero Ned with this guy, where you can like slow play a tank and then play War Hero, that's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. Tower doesn't get Mackie buff, but the Crusader does. Yeah, that's for sure true. Okay. Well, the tank would definitely. What do you think the bug will do? The bug? What? What are you talking about? Bad ninja. New card equals bug. What? It will shoot enemy new kid. Oh, that would be pretty funny. I was thinking if you could boost its range, you could like put it half court and hit new kid. That'd be pretty interesting. But yeah, we have a event on Thursday. We also have a Mr. Hat event Tuesday, Wednesday. So definitely play that one to get. You always want to play the events for the new cards. What's this card's bug? Oh, I see what you're saying. Honestly, I don't think there's gonna be a bug. It's pretty straightforward. I can't imagine there. The only thing I could like maybe something with the spawning the Crusader might get fucked up or something. I don't know. Other than that, I can't think of anything. Constant double attacks. Yeah, if it. What could it be? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. Oh, what if you like push it? But what if you could like push it back or something? Like you hit it with PC Principle and it goes flying. But you'd think that they have that stuff worked out because like Energy Staff doesn't get hit like that, right? Battle Pass will be focused on the Castle Defender, which I don't mind because then everybody kind of gets the new card to a decent level. I don't mind that. Balance changes bump. She wanted to give us a heads up that our next round of balance changes would be delayed by 1 week. They will not go out with the season reset as is tradition, but instead be released May 11th. That's too bad. We're still finalizing some last details, which makes me feel like they're changing Pope. So while I can't give you full scoop this week, I might be able to next week. There are some cards on the list that know a lot of players have been asking about. Okay, so that makes me feel like it's definitely going to be Pope. Or Sizzler, maybe? Call Girl? We'll see. Maintenance on the 29th. Make sure you finish your battle pass. It's ending. Is it this Thursday, right? Yeah. Catapult Totem periodically throws nearest unit at opponent's new kid. That'd be interesting. Well, there's a totem unit in Soul of Eden where you play it and your cards just get attack, like just get speed boost and attack speed boost. It's really fucking broken. So I don't want something like that, but something like maybe every 5 seconds for 20 seconds it gives a random unit a speed boost for 2 seconds or something. That could be interesting. But the problem is that like inherently those cards are defensive because they're for slow plays, but then at the same time you could use it to support a push. But like almost always it would be better to spend energy to actually put units out, I think. I don't know. I'm torn on that. Pope and Call Girl reworks completely removed the mechanics of like respawning. Dar change too. I'd be down for that shit. But why the maintenance? Well, we have some changes incoming for our game, but I'm here to give you details. We're gonna rebalance lockers. First of all, there will be a constant structure for highlighted items. What? This will mean that there will always be a guaranteed card to find. Okay, well that's good. Bundles of stickers? What are stickers? What the fuck are stickers? Bundles of stickers and spot for PvP tickets and our event tokens. We wanted to make the lockers more consistent with events when events are running, and we feel like we've succeeded. Okay. Well, yeah, but then they say event tokens right after that. So why would they say stickers? You know what I mean? Anyway. There'll also be a change to the algorithm to help fight against D-ranking. Interesting. I know a lot of you have been waiting for us to release information on what we've been up to when it comes to combating D-rankers. And while I can't get into the specifics, I can tell you that changes we've made will go live when the maintenance is over on the 29th. Interesting. It'd be cool if there was now 4 highlighted items in the lockers. That'd be cool. Yeah, just like this guy said, interesting. I'm always wary when they try to change things for D-ranking because usually that just means longer queue times because it decreases your, like, instead of having to wait 20 seconds to go down or up or down 200 rank, it takes 30 seconds or whatever. But I don't know, maybe they change the floor, maybe they change how it works to lose. I don't know. What's D-ranking? D-ranking is if you just play, well, D-ranking at its core is intentionally losing games to lose rank so that when you do actually play, you're playing against lesser opponents so that you can potentially do it quicker and get your wins quicker, whatever it might be. But some people just call it deranking when they see someone who has higher level cards than them at their rank and they don't have those level cards. Where some people just like, there's always tiers to gameplay, and like at a certain point you can outplay your card levels, but then at a certain point you can't outplay their card levels. You know what I mean? Like if you have level 4 epics and level 3 legends in a really good deck, you can potentially play against level 4s and 5s, but some decks are just gonna beat you, right? So, and you just have to realize that, like, if you're a better player than most, you're gonna always run into people with higher cards than you, like, because you're always gonna rank up until you get to the point where you're playing people who are not only better than you but have better cards. So like, then at that point, there's nothing you can do, right? But yeah, so deranking is at its core, you can't really stop it, because like deranking too is just like not playing very much. Like imagine somebody has an account and they literally only play for caps. For those first 2 weeks, if they only play six, let's say, but they play 8 games per week and they win 50% of the games, in that first 2 weeks of reset, they're not even going to be out of 7,500 probably. You know what I mean? Because, well, people derank mostly for just time. It's just it's a return on investment kind of thing. If I mindlessly derank, or potentially have a bot that does it for me, mindlessly derank and then play and win like 10 in a row, mindlessly derank, win 10 in a row, that's quicker than playing 20 games and losing 10 and winning 10, right? It's just about the attention span that it takes to derank. You need to be paying attention. You could be playing another different game entirely with your phone sitting there and just you click play every time you see the default defeat screen. And in that whole time, you can be getting 10 ad rewards and 10 extra locker rewards. So there's some people who probably just do that on the days they don't have the time to play. And then on the time they have the time to play, which is probably the weekend for the events, they're deranked from the whole week of losing 10 games a day and getting rewards to do it, and then they just breeze through the event. Question. I mean, if you repeat the same thing over and over again, that is not going to get you an answer. I can promise you that the moment I see a pompous asshole like you treating me like their fucking slave on a forum like this, I can promise you I would never respond to you. I would never respond to you. You can derank about 700 points down from your top-ish. I don't know. There's like a weird algorithm where it takes your top from last season and your top from this season and combines them so that if you did really well one season, poorly the other season, it kind of lowers. But no matter what they do, if they do change deranking, the way you circumvent deranking is you just never rank back up. So instead of winning 10 in a row and losing 10 in a row, winning 10 in a row, losing 10 in a row, you win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. It doesn't change anything. It just kind of changes how things go. Magnificent strategy to get legs quicker and card loading quicker while swimming in the tears of sobbers. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I derank to watch ads, yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily care either way if people derank. As long as they're playing the game, I don't care how they play it. It's not really hurting people. Like, the people who are deranked to like 2,000 that have a deck that should be 8,000, like, obviously those people are fucking dummies. But at a certain point, it takes half a second to quit, load back in, and be in another game. So why would you let that upset you? And at that point, if you truly are caring that much about your rank, then like people who care about their rank at like 4,000 rank, like what does it matter? Like, I get it if you're trying to climb up to that next tier and it can be frustrating, but you just got to understand that like your account's not good enough to get past that tier at that point. Then like that's happened to all of us. We were all right at that cusp of legend and just like, oh, I can't do it until I get a couple of my legends leveled up or a couple of my epics leveled up or whatever the next jump to the, you know, the power jump in my deck is. Anyway, I hate that guy. You just copy and paste the same thing. It's bullshit. I'm sure a lot of people will be glad to hear about the changes targeting D rankers. I wish you would not leave us in the dark for so long. They can't tell you how they're going to fix D rankers because then people can just manipulate it. Like, you can't tell, oh, this is how it's going to work. After every 5 seconds, it's going to do this, and then 15 seconds going to do this. And if you have a rank that's 15 higher than the blood, they can't tell you that. It defeats the purpose. If you know the D ranking algorithm, then you can beat it. You got to keep that shit secret. Help, everything's better than Goth Event. I think the Goth Event's actually pretty fun. And the idea of just having like the 4 cards, which like forces you, I kind of like that idea. Herschelicious, no offense. Wait. Herschelicious didn't say anything though. What is he quoting? He's quoting a... What? Did it get deleted? Anyway, no offense, but most of this update is a fib based on previous information given by the devs in the Q&A section before it got... What are you talking about? Fib of what? What is he fibbing about? I really don't know. That must have gotten removed. Weird. Oh yeah, I think it's time to quit. There's really no reason to play anymore. I mean, what was ever your reason to play? I'm curious. Someone who has that opinion right now, what was ever their reason to play to begin with? I'll be sad to go, but there are better games to play. I mean, probably true. Doesn't like you can play. I play like 8 games like this and other games. Like I probably at one time I'm playing like 20 games that I have to touch weekly. Like, what are you talking about? Other better games to play. Do have Goths ranked up, so very painful 4 days. Well, you can boost them with the event cards though, so it's as good as your best neutral cards. At one point they said something about TVT changes early this year. When I heard TVT changes, there's always May, so we'll see. So the new card loses health. My question, it says it loses health like Coop, so we would assume that you can't heal it like you can the plants, as you didn't compare it to his plants. Yeah, it's a totem. The only reason you can heal the plants is because they're, you know, technically living fucking things. How are you gonna heal a tower? How is that a question? I don't understand. And even so, if that is a question, do you really have to know right now? You can't wait 5 fucking days and just test it? What? Might be time to take a hint. Game devs and reps are not accountable to and shouldn't be expected to have or provide an answer to every question we might ask. Yes. Way to go. I found that helpful. If your questions weren't answered the first time, it's probably they might simply have been missed. No. If there wasn't answered, well, I mean, okay, I see what he's doing. If they weren't answered the second time, it's probably because they're either 1, have no answer, 2, feel that answering the question is either not timely, or 3, deem it counterproductive to disclose. I mean, there's some things they just can't tell you about. Like, if you're like, when are we doing this? It's like, that's not even on our radar because it's something stupid that you think matters that doesn't matter. Like, just because you think something has a priority doesn't mean it's any, like, you should see how software companies prioritize their dev time. It has nothing to do with the player base. It has to do with time and resources. That's the rework of Dwarf Engineer Dougie. That'd be fun. You can't heal staff either. Right, you can't heal anything except plants because plants are technically living things. And in the game code, it specifies unmoving, non-living, unmoving, living, specifies it as 2 separate things. Best combination, what is this? Oh, he's got best combination in the game is Space Pilot and low bandwidth. What does low bandwidth mean? I disagree with that. I think Space Pilot takes finesse. I don't think you can just play him and win. You gotta have the right idea of the ebb and flow of when to use him, or else he could be worthless, right? You gotta put a deck together. You can't just throw him in a deck with a bunch of assassins. Like, that's not gonna work. You have to put a deck together that lets him thrive. Anyway, also I hope we have individual leaderboards for every event. The biggest D-rankers in the game should be rewarded every week. I feel like that's sarcastic. Yeah, Patty, I like doing this too. It's fun. Big nerfs coming, and that's what they mean. They didn't mention the details. That's funny. Toller, in October, the developer said big TVT changes were coming early 2021. We are now almost into May. I'm telling you, man, when it comes to software, early 2021 could be 2023, and it would still be on time. Can you provide us an updated timeline? I understand things happen, but TVT changes are something people have been asking for, and we were told 6 months ago changes were coming. When will they actually be here? It just happens. For me, this is by far the most important question. Yeah, I mean, everybody cares, but like, you don't want to know either. You don't want people to know early. It would be interesting to see how this new card will help chip decks. What? How does it help? How would it help chip decks? What? What? D-ranking is also something people have been asking. That's true. Probably longer. I wish I had information to share. I'll do some digging and see if there's any updates coming. No. They're working on it. Congratulations. You managed to distract the dummies so they don't notice you haven't touched the cards you promised to fix 2 weeks ago. They never... Hey, Jack East, whoever the fuck you are, not once did they promise to touch cards. They've never promised to. Toller has never promised to fix a card. She's promised to put it on her list or whatever the fuck. Anyway, Toller, this is very disheartening. If you are aware, that makes me think it's not here soon. Well, yeah. How about TVT season reset every 6 months? Something very similar is in the works. Expect them early next year. A lightweight way to spice things up, which would be implemented without much engineering. I mean, it could have been anything. Reset team wars every 6 months. The number one team gets its members placed in the matchup loading screen yearbook for the 6 month period. That's stupid. All teams get generous TVT reset packs with top tier teams getting extras such as exclusive outfits. I mean, I do agree that like having it be like a more of like an overall global ladder and then like different tiers of people, like the top 5 teams get something, the top 10 teams get something, etc., etc. I think that would maybe be better, but at the same time, having these brackets spread out like this gives everybody it gives more teams the opportunity to get first place packs, right? If you do a global leaderboard and only 5 teams get the max rewards versus now where like how many brackets are there per week? Fucking 100 brackets in gold or something like that. It's fucking nutty. So I don't... Saying something similar is in the works could mean that they're gonna do something with the loading screen. Like you can't take heart to that. You guys gotta curb your fucking expectations. The problem with giving more legends to top tier means a wider gap. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, and that's another thing. You want the rewards to be sorted. That's why they're not giving, like, that's why they cut off the higher rank you are, the more rewards you get, because otherwise the top people right now who have played every fucking event since day one would have like close to max accounts right now. At a top 100 team war league, yeah, top 100 seems good. 100 seems like a decent number. And if 100's still too much, I think they should start higher than they might need to and then go down from there. Like if they start at 25 and have to go up, I think that's bad because they probably won't ever do that. But if they start at 100 and then they have to drop it to 75 or something like that, I think that would be better. If next week D-rankers get anything less than a ban, I quit. Okay, you're fucking a loser. You joined the forum just to say that. Cool, bro. Oh, hey, Bubba. Hey, Bubba. Bubba, you look so orange. You look so orange. You look so orange. Yeah. He's a puppy boy. He's a puppy boy. He's a puppy boy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Ugh. Satan, you mean Sizzler? Oh, dude, this is Scott. That's Scott's only point. You know, less chatter on that than I expected on a week where we had Bubba, why are you so cute? On a week where we had like actually quite a bit released. Like there was no talk about, there was like 2 posts about the new card. Like people are this baffles me, dude. Like all these other games that I play, they don't ever have new cards, man. Like like the amount of new cards that South Park has is unreal in comparison to other games like this. Like Champion Strike has had 2 new cards since I started playing a year ago. That's it. World War Doe hasn't had a new card in quite a while, and the only reason it had new cards when I started playing is because the game was like brand new and it was just releasing new cards. Where are all the people that were begging for D-rankers to be punished? Yeah, where is it? Like, well, there was one guy where it's like, if next week they get anything less than a band, I quit. Like, that's so stupid. How could you possibly know if someone's D-ranking or not? Bubby, you're so cute. How could you possibly know if they're D-ranking or just not playing, or maybe they just suck? Or maybe they're playing. Like, I play sometimes when I'm watching TV or something. I'll queue up. If the matchmaking queue is too long, I'll be looking over here. I look over. Oh, I already have 2 bars lost. I don't play with sound on. I don't get a notification or something. I'm looking over here. Look back. Oh, shit. I lost the game. 3 games later, the same thing fucking happens. It happens, dude. Not everybody's sweating it out every match. Fucking freaking out. Trying to play perfectly. Counting energy. Not everybody fucking cares that much, man. Especially in ladder, where it's just like people want to get their packs and move on most of the time. And just like that guy said, there's lots of other games to play. Yeah, and people like most people have an IQ high enough to understand that you can play more than one game. And if you play South Park well and efficiently, you only need to play it a couple hours a day. There's reasonable doubt. I mean, I only play when I'm not streaming. I don't even play an hour a day. Not even. Like I don't even get request. I don't even wake up and do requests in the morning. Like I don't fucking care. My decks are leveled up as far as they need to be. I don't really care about getting at level 6 legends or whatever. Bubba, really? Are you sleeping? Is it the end of the stream, Bubba? Is it the end of the stream? Is it the end of the stream? Are you sad? Are you sad because everybody's leaving? Well, we're gonna keep playing South Park, Bubba. They'll stay. What was that? What was that? Sorry. I will say though, like with the beard shaved, holding Bubby feels so much nicer because I can actually like feel his soft little fur on me. But it's also like Velcro. It's like all over me now. Anyway, let's do this giveaway, but we'll do it after I wrap it up for YouTube. So this is the end of the update for week 16. We'll see you next week at the same time, 7 p.m. Central. We'll do another giveaway for the t-shirt. Don't forget a giveaway for an entry for the t-shirt. So we're going to have a lot of different options. There's going to be lots of different entries, but it's going to be a real fun time. That's going to be in June. So make sure you catch any stream that you can. Make sure you check the YouTube links, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. We'll have different competitions and stuff for different giveaways. But exclamation point raffle right now for it. If you're on YouTube, thanks for stopping by. If you want a chance to win, oh, Bubby, you just got drool all over me. You little dickhead. You little dickhead. He goes like this, and then he's just like, brr. But if you want a chance to win an entry for the South Park Phone Destroyer t-shirt, don't do it, Bubby. Don't. When he claws it leaves big marks. Then leave a comment below, in the comments below. It doesn't matter what you say. Just leave a comment about the update, and that will enter you into another giveaway to win another entry. So we'll do this every week on the weekly update. If you comment on the weekly update, you'll get another chance at another entry. So if you want that t-shirt, you're going to have to... It's like a fucking radio competition. You're going to have to call in every hour, baby. You're going to have to call in every hour. All right, guys. Peace out. Peace out. Much love.